free to blame me entirely for this.
I absolutely won't.
Blame the
Hello!
Australia.
We blame the thunder.
Good evening, and welcome to Gilded Age, a Cypher system actual play about nascent heroes in a world entirely unprepared for them. I am Your Night Wanderer, and I will be your storyteller, here to indulge, divulge, and deluge today. Joining me today, we have, in order of my preference of appearance, which is random, let us start with Adam.
Like, damn, there's already favoritism.
Oh, there is
Shit, man, what have I
heavy
missed?
favoritism here, baby. Adam,
Wow.
who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Adam, better known as Soulbody, most places on the internet. I will be playing, what's his name? Raymond Graves, the mutant mesmer of the Thousand Faces.
Beautiful. Sparrow.
Hey, it's been a while. I'm Sparrow. I will be playing Rhea. I'm gonna be honest. I would love to be looking at her character sheet right now, but I can't. So I'm just gonna tell you that she's an amnesiac and is definitely totally innocent of whatever crimes people have gotten her involved in.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, for sure. Ben.
I did nothing. It was not me.
That man was dead when we found him.
Yeah.
That is actually true.
It's valid.
Yeah, hi, I'm Ben. I am playing Rexplode, a now tier 2 Hellborn Vagrant who is made of magma.
Wonderful.
And definitely did not explode and tried to kill everybody last session.
Much.
I'll be fine. Ellis. We are cursed.
I'm why we don't have a wisher anymore in our house. Is my Wi-Fi again wonky?
It did for a little bit, but it's fine now.
It was fine until the very moment you tried to introduce yourself.
Wonderful. Okay, I go again. I'm Alice. I'm Elizabeth McCrow, and I'm the reason why we don't have a fire extinguisher anymore in our hideout. I am. Yeah, Rex is the reason. I was just trying to be responsible.
And John.
What's up, every pony? It's me, your sleep-deprived buddy, John. I'm playing Yesterday, the fast speedster who ignores physical distance, and I am so glad he was not involved in this murdering escapade, fiery nonsense from last time.
I'm sorry.
I think
Did you?
he would have had a nervous breakdown.
They were
Did you start
separate
that
events.
with every pony?
He
No.
did. It looks like you're painting a block of cheese right now. What is that?
No.
No, okay.
We get no elaboration. Cool.
As a quick preface before we get into our recap, we are having some tremendous technical difficulties today, so in case this stream is unbearably laggy, buffery, and choppy, please bear with. There will be a perfectly normal VOD, because I do always record these things in the background, just in case.
Yeah, there is currently no stream.
Yeah. Wonderful.
It's
Love
still
that.
showing 50 seconds left.
So we are going to be treating this as a pre-recording, I suppose. That is beautiful. I love that for myself. Anyway, previously on Gilded Age, we had a bit of an instinctual shift over to a TV channel which had reported about a woman who was missing, along with a priest who was missing. Our group relatively quickly found out where to find her after having a rummage through her apartment, after having melted her locks, and luckily not having lost her cats, which obviously tried to escape as soon as the door was open. The cats did not manage to get past a huge hellfire cinder block that is Rexplode. Now, once they were in the sewers where Bespoke lady was to be. I did not get my notes with me. That is incredibly unprofessional. The said lady, a certain Miss Jane Forden. See how quick I am at finding stuff in my notes. A certain Jane Forden had discovered that since the latest event that had plagued the unnamed town that we are set in, she could heal and remove diseases, which she had used for quite a bit in order to help those who were ailing and in search of help. She also tried to help the priest, a Mr. Father Tom Weldon, who had contacted her about not being well. She met with him in these sewers, and that is where she tried to heal him, which for some reason had turned out to be a reversed effect. And instead of healed, he became a zombie. A zombie which proceeded to infect other people with its bite. At the point where our heroes met up with Jane Forden, they were confronted with a group of probably 50-ish zombies that all stood and stared at her. The group managed to relatively quickly find the cause of this issue, which was a strange relic or artifact or cipher, however you wish to call it, that was attached to Father Weldon, which seemed to have the effect of reversing powers on him, or rather reversing powers that were applied onto him. Once this device was removed, device is perhaps a bit much to say about a sticker with a minus symbol on it, but once this device was removed, both Father Weldon and all of the other zombies collapsed into just normal corpses. The group left with Jane, who then proceeded to go to her apartment and have a little bit of a rest. Whereas the group found out that at incredible lightning speed, the police had decided that Coraline Templeton and Rhea were wanted for the murder of Father Weldon and a number of other people, as well as the kidnapping of Jane Forden. Some of our heroes went to the police station and cleared the thing up after meeting up with a strange individual who was very much in his full role as a man in black almost, and seemed to be trying to be menacing and dangerous, and was imploring the group not to go down this road for their own safety, which the group proceeded to elegantly ignore. After a very successful intimidation by Remy and his friends, the man cleared it up with the police, and the wanted for murder accusations were quickly dispatched. So now, with their names cleared, we return to the warehouse where Rex and Jesse and Lily and Remy and Echo and Echo's two puppies are lounging and enjoying a quiet afternoon. Now, it has been raining all day. The rain has not relented. It has been a steady downpour of sheet after sheet after sheet of obscuring rain. It does not seem to be showing any signs of relenting anytime soon. What are you all doing as the falling of the droplets onto the roof of this warehouse produces a thundering backdrop of, let's call it, white noise?
Rex is standing outside in the rain,
just letting it pour down on him, and it's just steaming as it like touches his skin or rocks, and he's just like arms out to the heavens. Every time it thunders, you get the crash of lightning, and he gets silhouetted, and he's just soaking it all up. This is possibly the only time he's ever feeling like cooled down, I guess. And especially after the previous incident in the warehouse, he's like, yeah, no, I should maybe chill out.
Fair.
Yeah. By the way, sorry, Ray. You've got a big melted hole in the middle of the warehouse now.
Is it at least like aesthetic, or is it just
Oh,
like
no.
through one of the walls?
It's like in the middle of the floor.
We can put a
like,
carpet
probably
above.
behind the couches. There's probably also like a half melted like tractor tire chair that's there as well. So yeah, it's pretty
You
mangled.
wrecked my shit, and I wasn't even here.
It wasn't
God
my fault.
damn
The
it.
news said something very upsetting.
What did the news say?
It said you murdered somebody.
Oh, okay.
I was angry
So
on your behalf.
Oh, okay. You were upset for me. Cool. Where was I at this point?
We didn't know. We had no idea.
You had actually very successfully disappeared, and you just came back recently. In fact, to that point, I am going to put this in. I have the fullest of trust with the rest of my players, with all of my players, truly, that they will not meta game. But Rhea, what you found out as soon as you kind of like saw the first initial report of you being wanted, some strange instinct kicked in, and you immediately disappeared. Not in any supernatural sense, but you went away. You realized that at some point in time, almost subconsciously, you had packed what is essentially an emergency bag out of what scant possessions you currently have, and you were off into the streets and off to someplace. Your dogs seem to be perfectly well trained for this, and they knew what you were doing and just went with you without any complaint. And you found yourself in a small basement apartment off on a building some blocks away from the warehouse. This is where you spent the night, and then the next day, possibly thinking about what the hell this was, how you knew it was here, where the hell did you get the key, and all of those other unimportant questions, and then returned to the warehouse once the coast was clear.
Just like the idea she's literally just turning up in the rain, you're standing outside.
Yep.
She's got her two dogs with her, but I'm gonna say that she's got the umbrella, but it's over the dogs. It's not really over her. And she just sees you.
And to be clear, Rex is giving off still that kind of like glow of the infernal heat that suffuses the cracks in his stone skin, but there is also this shimmering silhouette of steam that rises off of him as the cold rain touches his extremely heated body.
Rhea's gonna like very gingerly kind of pick her way across the warehouse, not the warehouse floor, but the outside. And because she doesn't know how you guys reacted to the news of her apparently having killed somebody. So she very much looks like a bird about to take flight. Rex?
Rhea, where the hell have you been?
Well, would you believe me if I told you I didn't quite know?
And I knew you weren't a murderer, but you did disappear on us for a good while there.
I didn't mean to. I just and she kind of shifts from foot to foot. There was this instinct. I had to get out, you know. I just had to move and run, and then there was this place, and I had the key. I don't know how I got the key, but it was my key. And Gambit and Bear, they'd been there before. They had toys there. I was just
Oh.
kind of.
I gotta say, it's
Yeah.
handy that it sounds like you've got a different place to stay.
Yeah.
Inside the warehouse is there's been some renovations.
Still allowed to go in the warehouse.
Oh yeah, you can go in. There's just some things have been moved, like
That's
the floor.
You know how in movies when actors just like they don't want to make a face, so they just corpse? That's kind of what it does at that exact moment. Just like that, there's no expression on her face.
Look, get in there, get out the rain. The gang will be glad to see you. I'm just happy that you're not dead and in a police cell or something. That's it's been a time. Hey, did you see a big scary dude playing chess?
Did I see a big scary dude playing chess?
It doesn't ring a bell to you, no.
She shakes her head.
Okay,
No.
never mind. Get in out of the cold.
As she goes past, she pauses and then is just going to give you her umbrella, even though she knows that you do not need it. Like she can see that you're fine, but it's just going to like tuck it into a space so that it's just over and the rain is no longer hitting your head.
I appreciate the gesture.
As you guys are heading in, I would like both of you to roll me a perception-related intellect roll. This is going to be a difficulty 4. So let me check. I'll help you with Rhea's stuff.
Thank you.
You
My computer's dying, by the way. That's why this is happening.
Beautiful.
No, that's why I can't access my own character sheet. I'm explaining to chat.
Yeah. You do have an intelligence power shift, which will reduce this by 1, so it would be down to a 3. You do not have any perception training.
I've got to upgrade her.
Yeah,
There's so much XP.
We can absolutely do that afterwards, because you definitely have enough XP to go up to tier 2 and get some stuff.
Is it a D20 system or is it a D20?
It's a D20 system. You need a D20, and at this point, you can either roll and hope to get a 9 or higher as it is, or you can spend 3 from your intellect pool to apply an effort, which then would mean that you need to roll a 6 or higher. However,
Then I'm getting a 9 or higher.
Okay.
Fuck it. Fuck it, we both.
Yep.
I have a giant D20, so this is gonna be loud.
Hell yeah.
19.
Nice.
So D, I'm trained in this, that's one
Yes.
step, right?
Yes.
So I also just need a 9.
Yes, correct.
I got a 2.
You got a 2. Okay.
At least it wasn't a 1.
Yeah, no, this would be a bad start if I'd got a 1 again.
Rhea, as you are as you're about to head in, you give your umbrella to Rex, and Rex, you're heading off inside of the warehouse. There is a point where you almost hear something, and 19 is a really good result. 19 is a minor effect as well, so it's kind of like a soft crit.
Hey.
You basically you kind of like for a moment it sounds like you hear something, and then you stop and listen a bit more carefully. And there's this strange sensation. I don't think you have had this sensation yet because your whole experience with amnesia is very recent. But it's almost like something warm and comforting, but distant and long buried tickles your heart for a moment. A voice that sounds so incredibly familiar and so safe. And then it's gone.
The voice say anything, or just...
It seemed to be singing a sort of a lullaby. And it is a voice that is slightly deeper, but it is a woman's voice. And it for some reason, you have the impression that this is an older woman singing some sort of children's lullaby from some age long past.
kind of freeze. And I imagine, Rex, you just see her just stop in place. Just for like a second.
I think Rex sees you like pause and thinks you're hesitating because of what he said about like the rearrangement inside. He's like, it's fine. It'll buff right out. I just nudges you forward.
Is your nudge like that supposed to be gentle, but you don't know your own strength, so you just fucking stumbles?
I think by now he's probably got a better handle on his knowing his own strength sort of thing.
Okay.
He's definitely had
But would it be
missteps of it
funny?
in the past, though. Yeah. Let's not roll on it, please. I will set you on
No,
fire.
no, no. I don't want to get yeeted. She does step in, but as she does, she just sort of look at you like over her shoulder. You didn't hear that. The voice. I mean.
Just now?
Yeah.
No, I hear voices from time to time, but just now I just hear the rain.
No, I'm not the only one that hears voices. Then I thought it might have been and she taps the side of her head, an amnesia thing.
I could be. I think my voices are more of a hell thing, but
Oh.
you just tell me if you hear what my voices are saying, because that would be bad. Mostly for me.
She opens her mouth, and I'm going to say at this point she does look over the whole room and see what has been done to her home. How bad is it?
It looks like a relatively localized, very bad thing that has happened. Some furniture has been literally congealed into goop that has now since solidified, and there is a massive, approximately Rex standing upright sized indent in the metal floor of the warehouse. Like it's just like a melted indentation where he seems to have stood and just melted the world around him from.
There's like a beat, and then it'll buff out. Then
It'll be fine. And there's like a 95% chance that it won't happen again.
yeah. You know what? We'll deal with that later. As someone that was just recently accused of murder, I don't really have a lot of ground to stand on. But on the plus side, I now have a hidey hole. If you'll help me rebuild the floor, well, that could be an excellent place to store valuables.
Silver linings, hey.
Well, I could be mad, but to be honest, I didn't really have anything left here that I was worried about.
Yeah,
I mean, other than you.
it sounds like you got a new place to live now anyway, so that's pretty cool.
Which is weird. I didn't know about it before this.
Is it nearby?
Yeah, just a few blocks away.
Well, that's perfect.
I'd still like to stay here, though. it's where all of you are. She's kind of like looking around, just checking for more damage. So it's very offhanded the way she says it. And she's kind of like picking stuff up, seeing if there's any more damage. Gambit and Bear have like both found their favorite spot again and have just like claimed it as she's just going around.
Anyway, yeah, gang, Rhea, alive, not arrested. Everything's fine.
What is that
She
little
just gives a
fugitive?
very awkward wave. I think I should apologize for disappearing. And I will, but in my defense, I didn't do it on purpose.
In fairness, you weren't the only one. We still actually haven't found Cora yet.
I tend to disappear when the police are looking for me too.
Like the wise choice, really.
I was at a part-time job.
It's good to sort out your alibi now. That's smart.
Mm.
Huh?
Mhm.
Get a part-time job. Do you think they'd hire someone with no history?
I mean, you could have an extensive history. You just don't remember it. You could just make some shit up at this point.
And that's what resumes are for.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Did I miss any?
if someone will
Sorry.
hire me, they'll definitely hire you.
No. I can be kind of annoying. I mean, I disappeared without a word. And to be honest, I didn't. really-
Yeah, but
Okay.
everyone disappears from time to time.
We all have our foibles.
Yeah.
I mean, the good news is you're not wanted for murder anymore.
Yeah,
Oh.
what was up with that?
That is good
I
news.
saw that on the news.
No, I don't remember.
Probably it's worse now, but at
Well.
least the murder accusation is gone.
Seems like there's a rather powerful organization that's got it out for us. They don't like folks like us.
Oh, it was a setup.
Yeah, they set you and Cora up. We
Yep.
smoothed
that-
it over.
That's why I got so angry. Damn.
Yeah. And then we threatened them, and yeah.
No one
Well,
plays my friends, you know.
I-
D, did we get a name of that organization?
No.
No, he never gave us a name.
Yeah,
Hmm.
there's some sort of like chess playing demon or something.
Yeah, there was. So negotiations didn't go quite as smoothly as I'm accustomed to, but thankfully Miss Elizabeth is very intimidating. So we managed to get him to change their minds about the whole murder rap. But I think we pissed off whoever they work for. There was some kind of mask with some red eyes, a chessboard. It was kind of spooky.
We've seen a mask with red
Mm.
eyes before.
Yes, that does
Like,
sound
very,
familiar.
very early?
Yes, you saw it in like this is back in our first episode, which we ended with this robed, golden masked figure with glowing red eyes suddenly dominating the entirety of your vision, looking at you and saying, "Ah, there you are."
Right. I'm so glad I remembered that. Because my memory is a fucking sieve. So. Wonder what piece of essential information I forgot to make room for that. Does it sound familiar to Rhea in any way?
I mean, apart
Kind
from
of.
the connection of this this vision to this other vision that they have received, no, you don't have any other connections to it that you know of.
Quite powerful to be able to manipulate the police in such a way. I don't imagine that's an easy thing to do. And to do it quickly is requires circumventing a lot of people, as far as I think.
Yeah, they definitely seem well organized. They also know all of our names or most of our names without introductions properly, and seem to at least know something about what we could do or who we are.
I'm
Yeah, and,
still
like-
They
hung
knew
up on the
too
fact that they
much.
wanted to frame Cora for murder.
I know, of all people, right? I don't know why they picked you two in particular. They seemed pretty hell bent on jamming us all up.
Well, in their defense, Rhea has 2 guns the size of her forearms. So that's at least somewhat more threatening than the ADHD college student.
Yeah, I
That
don't know.
seems strange.
Yeah, and like we all got that vision. Well, the 4 of us got that vision, even though we were like miles apart. So
Hmm.
they've got some sort of powers.
Or at least whoever they're working for. That.
Yeah.
Have you slept this
But
week?
since this vision, no one had a weird situation, right? No one saw anything weird or heard anything weird.
It's been raining a
Well,
lot.
I heard a voice as I came back in. Very sweet and calm. But it didn't really say anything, it was singing. But I feel like that might have been a memory more than a.
That sounds creepy.
I am going to offer up
Mhm.
an intrusion here. Who would like some XP?
I won't say no, but I don't think it's
Perfect.
thematically appropriate for me.
So Lily, take 1 experience point for yourself and give 1 experience point to someone else.
Uh, I think I give it to Rhea.
Okay. So Ray also gets 1 experience point. Lily, as you kind of like
Watch
say,
it wrecked.
that's creepy. For a moment, there's like you hear something, like a voice, and it's a little bit muffled, but it catches your attention, and you kind of step out of the conversation for a moment to focus on this voice that you're hearing from somewhere outside of the warehouse. And you realize that you hear Marcel calling your name. The barista from the Murder of Cold Brews Cafe. And he's just like, seems to be outside calling, Lily?
Order?
Lily?
Did someone order? Why is? Okay. Maybe he's a stalker. We
Did the
don't
rest of
know.
us hear us?
No.
Lily, you okay?
Yeah, sure. I'm just either having a talk with a stalker or pick up the coffee someone of you ordered. I don't know. I mean, he's out there, obviously. So
There's. What
Who's
are you talking about?
What?
Lily's getting up and she's
When she says stalker, Rex will
Going
get to
to
his
the door.
feet and like start accompanying her to the door, just
Yeah.
watching over her shoulder.
You guys successfully crossed the warehouse to the door.
Oh, so it is you who ordered coffee.
I don't drink.
I
I'm just
Yeah,
concerned.
that's a bit weird. Okay. Why? It's just at least it's no stranger, huh? And then I open the door.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've given anyone our address before.
You open the door, and I'm going to need everyone except for
I
Lily
don't
and...
think importantly.
Oh, that came with a bit of a delay. I'm going to need Jesse, Remy, and Rex to make me intellect checks. This is for perception. These are base difficulty 3. So Rex, with your trained, you need a 6 or higher to get that.
Okay. I'm going to use my perception cipher, my perfection cipher.
Oh, your
that is.
perfection cipher. Okay.
I've not used a cipher yet.
Excellent.
I've got to use this thing. It gives me a nat 20.
You gotta use them, yeah. Alrighty, you will be using that. Perfect. Let's see. For Jesse, we've got 2 levels of an intellect power shift. So you need a 3 or higher to get it.
Ye-
And for Remy, I think it's just the 1 from the intellect power shift, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So you
I
need
also rolled a
these.
2, so it don't.
Okay.
I rolled a 17.
You rolled a 17, and Rex rolled a 20. Okay.
I just really don't want to
what
melt
does
down
it-
the
What
warehouse.
does it look like?
I think it's I think it's probably like a pebble or something, and he probably takes it. He probably like munches on it. It's like an M&M or something to him.
Beautiful. I love that.
Yeah,
Okay.
just takes out of his rock pocket, puts it in his
Yeah.
rock mouth.
You take out the little rock M&M out of your rock pocket, pop it into your rock mouth, and as you kind of like crunch on it, it creates this reverberation that just makes this like it almost feels like it shakes your brain a little bit, but all of a sudden everything is just so clear and sharp to see and hear and smell. Like
And like my eyes like proper glow.
yeah, absolutely. Beautiful. So Lily, you hear kind of like Marcel. You don't see Marcel, but you hear him somewhere off in this pouring rain, calling for you. As soon as the door opens, Rhea, you hear that voice singing again, that incredibly comforting lullaby, something that almost comes from your childhood. Jesse, for you, as the door opens, there's all of a sudden this almost like a warm, cozy blanket that envelops all of that pent up anxiety that is within you. The rain falling onto the roof is no longer that kind of like background jittering that was making you nervous, and all of your worries seem to wash away as this rain seems to hit that perfect, fantastic white noise frequency that just annihilates all of the brainwaves of your anxiety and leaves you feeling incredibly peaceful.
Yeah, so probably for the first time, Jesse has stopped being, like, kinda, sorta blurry.
Yep. Rex, as you kind of like, you hear and you listen, and all of a sudden there's like this thrumming